All right, so one of the first things that you need to be aware of if you are a complete beginner is that there's two main ways that you can get a potential customer to view the products that you're selling on your website. You can either do it by using free methods, or you could do it by using paid methods. When it comes to free methods, this is where you're going to mainly focus on SEO and ranking for specific keywords on Google, so that whenever someone types in the keyword for the products that you're selling, your website is going to show up in the search results. Or you can do it by building up your social media platforms and posting content on them on a consistent basis, so that you're going to be able to attract potential customers that way. And when it comes to all of the different paid methods that you can use, I'm going to discuss all of the different options in a moment. But first things first, what I want to do is break down one con and one pro, depending on which option you're going to take, whether free or paid. So starting off with one of the first cons when it comes to building up free traffic, which is that it could take a few months for you to build it up. So with the methods that I just previously discussed, whether you're looking to build up an audience on social media or rank on Google, that could take you weeks, maybe months, for you to get to the point where you're trying to get to, where you're going to be able to build up steady sales. So this is definitely something you need to bear in mind if you are looking to take this route when it comes to generating revenue from your e-commerce business. However, one of the main pros is that it's a great long-term strategy for you to make consistent sales. And what I mean by this is that I've got various different e-commerce websites that I've been building up now for the past 6 years. And because I've been working on the SEO and the ranking for all that time, I've been able to rank for specific keywords for the products that I'm selling, which means that even when I'm not running any sort of paid ads, I'm still able to generate money from those websites. So this is definitely a great strategy for you to consider doing if you are looking to build a brand over the long term. Moving on to paid traffic now, one of the main cons is that if you don't set it up properly from day one, you can end up losing money. And I'm sure that most of you are probably aware of this, or you've probably experienced this already. The one thing that tends to put a lot of people off from using paid ads is that it can be a little bit complicated for a beginner to wrap their head around it. Because not only do you need to understand how to set up the campaign from day one, but you also need to make sure that you're optimizing the ad so that you're not losing money every day that you're running the ad. But one of the main pros when it comes to using paid traffic is that you can target your ideal customer. So one of the main benefits to using paid ads over free traffic is that you can set up a campaign and go after your ideal customer that you know is most likely going to buy the product that you're selling. When it comes to using all of the different strategies that I said earlier with free traffic, you're not going to be able to know if you're targeting the right type of customer, which now brings me into the 4 most popular paid ads options that are out there that most e-commerce business owners or dropshippers are using right now. So I'm going to go through these 4 different platforms, and I'm also going to show you the target audience that is on there so that you have an idea of which platform is going to be best for you. So starting off with one of the first ones that I'm going to discuss, which is Facebook ads. As we can see on this website over here, that's going to be able to show us the main gender as well as the most popular age that is using Facebook right now. Well, as of January 2022 anyway, it's male, as we can see from this dark blue line over here, and it's also age 25 between 34. And the reason why this is important to know is because depending on what type of brand you're trying to build, what type of products you're trying to sell, you need to make sure that you're using the right type of ad platform so that you can increase your chances of knowing that you're targeting your ideal customer. So moving on to the second popular paid ads that most people use nowadays, which is Instagram. And as we can see on the data that we've got over here, worldwide, we can see that majority of people that use Instagram is between ages 25 to 34. And moving on to the third popular ad platform that most people are using, which is TikTok. And as you guys can see over here, majority of the people that are going onto TikTok are between the ages of 18 and 24. And we can also see that it's majority females that are using TikTok as of 2022. And of course, just for the record, now that we are in 2023, things may be changed slightly, but the main point of what I'm trying to show you here is to get you guys thinking of what you need to be looking out for when it comes to you deciding on what type of platform you need to use. And lastly, moving on to the final ad platform that I'm going to discuss, which is Google Ads. Now, there's no graph or there's no data that I can show you when it comes to looking at the gender or looking at the age group of the people that go onto Google. But one thing that I can show you is that Google is the most visited website in the entire world. So in my opinion, I would say that using something like Google Ads means that you are essentially targeting the entire world. You are targeting all ages, all genders. You're just going after the search term for what that person is going to type in. And again, that's one of the reasons why I like it, is because you're going after warm traffic. And for those of you that are confused right now thinking, what exactly is warm traffic? Well, there's 2 main types of traffic that you can go after when it comes to using paid ads. You can either use intent-based traffic, or you can use non-intent-based traffic. And intent-based traffic simply means that the person that you're targeting, you kind of know that they have some sort of intent to buy the product that you're selling because they would have had to type in a specific search term. And of course, one of the best ways for you to know if someone has the intent to most likely buy the item that you're selling is if they've gone onto a search engine and typed in the keyword that relates to the product that you're selling. And one of the best search engines that we will know of is Google. And that's one of the reasons why I like to use things like Google Ads, Google Shopping Ads, and Google Search Ads. This is what I've been using anyway with majority of my Shopify stores, and it's allowed me to get to my first 6 figures in profit because I'm going after people that I know are interested in the items that I'm selling, which means that I'm not going to be wasting my ad budget on people that don't care about the product. On the flip side to that, we've got non-intent based traffic, which is things like Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and TikTok ads. One key thing that you guys need to remember is that all of these different platforms right here are social media platforms, which means that the person that's opened up their phone, clicked on their social media app, and comes across your ad doesn't necessarily have the intent to buy something in that moment. Now, of course, if your ad is very compelling and you've targeted the right person based on their interest, then of course you're going to be able to make money, and that's how a lot of people are able to make money. But you just need to be aware of the fact that when it comes to using any one of these different platforms over here, the people that you're going to be targeting don't have the mindset to buy something in that moment, which means that your conversion rate is going to be a lot less than if you was to use one of these different platforms over here. All right, so moving on to one of the next common questions that I get from you beginners out there that are looking to use paid ads when it comes to getting customers onto your website, which is how much should you start off with as a daily budget? Now, if you guys don't know exactly how paid ads work and you haven't attempted to set up your first one, you are going to have to set up a daily budget that the platform is going to charge you every single day. And depending on how many clicks you get and how many people come across your ad, you're going to be charged a portion of that daily budget. And once you run out, then the platform is going to stop showing your ad to potential customers. But a lot of beginners have the misconception that you need to start off with around $500, maybe $1,000 every single day for your ad to be worth it, when that couldn't be far from the truth. The way that I like to do things, for example, if we take a look at my Google ad account, whenever I'm about to set up a brand new campaign and it's a new product that I'm testing, it's a brand new store, I like to start off with around $10. And then over time, as I start to get clicks, views, impressions, and conversions, that's when I'll now slowly start to increase the budget over time. And then from there, I'm going to check up on the campaign every week or so, make sure that everything is running smoothly, make sure that everything is running as it should. And of course, I'm still going to optimize it to make sure that I'm getting the most out of my daily budget. But once a week, I'm just going to come back and slowly increase the budget just a little bit more week after week. And the main point that I'm trying to make is that you don't need to start off with a really big budget. You can start off with whatever budget that you do have and then reinvest that money back into the ads over time once you start to generate sales. And of course, you can always go down the route of using free methods when it comes to getting people onto your website, which is what I would recommend that you do even if you try and use paid ads. But the reason why you should always prioritize using paid ads is because it's a great way for you to predict and estimate how many sales you're going to make in a particular month based on how much you spent on ads within that same month. Now, if you want to know my backstory as to how I was able to get to my first $1,000 in profit with one of my first ever Shopify stores, and you want to watch a completely free webinar, then make sure you click the first link in the description down below. And if you also want to watch another YouTube video that I made not too long ago where I break down the 5 most important steps that you need to be aware of when it comes to starting a dropshipping or e-commerce business in 2023 and beyond, then make sure you click the link right there. Check that video out straight after this one because it's already helped out so many people and I'm sure that it's going to help you out too. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.